Welcome back to Loving's Guitar, where I like to talk about guitars and the strings that pull me. Today, I have quite a surprise that I found in when I was looking downstairs in the basement for some stuff. Something to actually fix the house, like some plumbing stuff. But then, I found this. Now this, if you can see this is just, look at this thing. Have you ever seen something like that? This is a micro synthesizer by Electro Harmonix. And gosh, I have such a great story to tell you about this. But okay. Hey, folks, if you haven't subscribed, well, it'll be a real cool blast if you did right now. Anyway, back to the show. This thing, I purchased this, I think around 1980, and it was used back then. It was like under the counter, the glass counter. I believe it cost me like $120, or maybe over $100. That was a lot of money back then, folks. And this, as romantic as it is, truly is romantic. I mean, this got a lot of stomping on. Not so much on the pedal, because it's once you turned it on, you had the ability to play around with it. Well, now look at this thing. This thing needs some cleaning up. So before I plug her in, I think it's just fair, don't you think? I mean, before I plug her in, I clean this up, because there could be things growing in there. I think there is. Like there's dusty stuff, things in there. There's probably things growing in there. Oh. And you look, there was no, back in the day, there was no thing about no 9-volt battery required, You just plugged in right there. And look at this, it wasn't grounded. Did you need any grounding back then? Hey, look, but this still has the kind of the vinyl coating on that part of it. I only have one rubber foot left. Okay. Anybody find those 3 rubber feet? Then I have a complete vintage item right here. Like you see before your eyes, right? Look at this thing. Is this gorgeous or what? I definitely think I'm getting some dusty bits coming out. I need my COVID masks. All right. So look at this thing. So, oh my God, this brings back the good old days. Seriously? This is totally the good old days. Totally the good old days. Look at it. I mean, come on. So what we got here? Look. So this was the trigger. How easily your input could actually trigger the rest. So this is basically your sensitivity gauge right here. And this over here is just like what it says. It says voicings, okay? But this, okay, was just the guitar, okay? This was cool, all right? And this was an octave higher than the guitar. And this was an octave lower, okay? And you could do an octave high, an octave low, and your guitar all at the same time. And how about this? If you want more bananas, you go into full distortion. Okay, so now you could in essence do this, all right? If you just want to go all out bananas like ape crap. And just, put the trigger on all the way, all right? Okay, so now we're left with these 4 switches over here. Oh God, it's so dirty and dusty. So, what do we got here? So, okay, so we got the attack delay. Yes, I remember this. So this is how fast you get into your effect. Okay, all right, but keep that in mind. And this was a resonance thing. The resonance thing was like, it's kind of like the wangy twangy part of the whole shit. All right, so now, but here we had a star frequency where it starts and then where it ends. And I'll tell you that's where the fun part comes. And this was the early understanding of synthesis. And obviously the rate is the speed. So, but it's telling you everything that's going on here in just one modulation of just one thing moving around. In this case, 4 voicings. But basically, if you just think about it, it could just be that. You could no, but you know why you did need one. You did need these to get these babies to work, because to hear to hear what it's actually doing, you needed to throw in this stuff, and the distortion was the best. Not that it distorted. Yes, actually, it did distort it, but not really in a good way. I think it was just it's like if you want distortion, you would go to your MXR distortion or something like that, or your Big Muff. But this wasn't a really cool. I thought, but well, it's just like my personal stuff. But now I love it. Now, but now I long for it because now I have other things that have, they're modern versions of this stuff. Anyway, I think this is fascinating. Just if it's going to work, because this is some really neglected shit. Does it even? I mean, look at the cable. My fingers are getting dirty just looking. I mean, this is I'm so much neglect. Oh, really? This is gross. I'm grossing myself out. Look at this cable. Is this the original cable? Electro Harmonix? Seriously? Hey, listen, look at that. At least we know there wouldn't be no deteriorating 9-volt battery in this box over here, because this is all AC. We have an input and an output. No DMXing, not even a 3-way, not even not XLR. This is that switch still works. That's heavy duty. So this switch, because listen, I bought this around 1980. And it was used. So I'm going to guess this is probably some mid-70s or something. But holy crap. But I remember like that first 10 years of having this thing. I loved it. And whenever you didn't have a bass player, you have your bass. This is your one below. Just, and this was so bassy. We did demos with this thing. I did demos. I played bass for several demos, bringing this along with me. I kid you not. I also did that in Boston area in the early 80s when I was attending Berkeley. But this is actually was probably most used in my early years at Berkeley, and then having left Berkeley and then went into living in Manhattan. All those experimental days. This was a very essential part of my board, because you have to keep in mind the kind of music that was out. The flock of seagulls, Duran Duran, everything that I was against in every way. But on the other hand, cats like Frank Zappa, ELO, ELP, just the Kansas, like the tough kids, the kids. I'm not tough, the tough music shit, that kind of stuff. Sticks, sorry. But I really like more like that kind. I was thinking the reason why I think I probably would have gone towards this is because I was really also being influenced by King Crimson. And oh my God, the shit that's coming out here! Holy shit! Yeah, so I want to hear this. Let's vacuum this thing. You gotta vacuum this thing. It's just. Good. It's got like beer rot and snot and ew. God knows what the hell that is. Alright, I think we can do something, right? Okay, there is no oh yes! We are through. Hey, actually, it's not making any other bad noises, right? I mean, just think about it. That's it. There's a little hum in there. Here's a guitar. Say, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Wait. Okay. I mean, let's remember things now. This is monophonic now. This cannot do more than one note, folks, okay? Monophonic. All right, so let's keep that in mind. So hold on. It's always just wait. Let's get the attack working. Okay. Wait. you have the ability to shape the sound. So once you throw basically one note at it, because once you throw two notes at it, it wants to just disintegrate itself in terms of sound. So you give it one, and now it takes that, whatever that signal is, and now you can manipulate it. And within that, now you have ways to there's an envelope, how it's shaped, and how it starts in its resonance, and how it can end with its resonances, or lack of resonances. Or you throw in some square parts. And you add some distortion, more distortion than there already is within the unit. Because, this is an analog piece of equipment here, ladies and gentlemen. This is okay, we're bypassed them here. And that's bypass. That's bypass. Here's with the effect. Oh my God, this still is a legend. This is still a legend. So I'm all the way down with the attack, all the way to it should be as short or off or right, but there's a delay, there's a latency. So part of how you play this is understanding there's a latency. You had to adapt to the latency of this particular unit. And I find I'm doing it now it's just reconnecting. Do that one note. As soon as you introduce another, you barely do fifths. It hardly does octaves, because it's just more than too much. It's just too much. But one note is just exceptional. Anyway, that's what I'm getting a feel good, total freaking feel good from this. Does that sound vintage to you? So let's take just the sub octave. This used to be my bass when back in the day when I needed a bass. So I would use that. And look at it. You see all that crackly sound? Those are the good old days. It's all back. Ah, yes. Vintage. All right, that's good. That's good. Okay, thank you for watching. I truly appreciate you guys sticking around listening to all this noise. This is the noise that we actually had to deal with back in the day. You guys have it so easy.